What's up, guys? So, new cool build to show off. We've done our second of the distressed Doxa style case builds. The case comes like this. I wish I could say that I'm the one that does this kind of distressing, but they actually do. So they come this way. So it's kind of a mix of like I don't want to say copper, but it's a brassy copper in black. So bezel's done up the same way. It's a two-piece bezel. The interior stays the same. The exterior is what flips around. So once you get it going, you got to get it all the way back around. So it is a 120 click, one direction bezel. So let's go ahead and click it back so that I can you just have to find the sweet spot where it starts moving. And we hope we don't pass our click. One more. There we go. We have our very first great white shark. So we lasered this out of brass, distressed it, and then I used some brass ager on a very fine paintbrush and went through and accented it in a few spots. It has a domed sapphire crystal, so it gives you some nice bounce. So like you can see right here, that's good reflection off that. So straight on, kind of looks a little dark. When you get in the light, you can really see the definition in there. Set of black Grand Seiko-esque style hands. This is in a Doxa-esque style distressed case. Milled solid case back. And then we have a dark with dark stitching strap from Jonathan over at Wristbound. With a slightly distressed black Cerakoted preview buckle. And that is the build. I think it came out awesome. This is an NH38 build. 20mm strap. Actually, it's 22. It's just tapered at 20 up here. We had it tapered and we had to cut it just a little bit further just because these are a little deep. So over time it's moving pretty good by itself. So not hanging up. But so that is the build. As you saw, it has a 120 click to the left, not a unidirectional bezel like it's on my other builds. Tachymeter style with minute, I guess, dual bezel. I don't know how to quite describe these bezels that are on there, but I think they're pretty awesome. I like that setup. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, wear it, put it in a wash winder. But if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit. And what you do is you back the crown off the threads, and it will kick out to that first position, and you can feel a little bit of a grind for your winding. Once again, I do not know the power reserve on an NH38. I wonder if Google knows. Okay, Google, what's the power reserve on an NH38 movement?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Didn't have any information about that. Neither do I. But I'm assuming it's above 30. So anyway, wind it up. Even if you wind it just a little bit, that mixed with your rotor movement in the back, which you can't see with this milled case back, you'll keep time throughout the day. But if you're not going to be very active or you're like driving or something like that, make sure you wind it up a little bit longer just to make sure that it doesn't stop on you. So when you're happy with your winding, you'll pull it to the one and only click. You can now set your time. It does have a hacking movement, so it will stop. Okay, Google, what time is it? 9:45 a.m. You push it over, get it out of that time setting. And I kind of push and twist to where I can get it to. There it is, right there. you'll find it. So we'll go down a little bit further and catch. But that is the build. If it is going to you, congrats. Thank you for your support. I hope you love it. If it lasts too long, which I said that with the Piranha too. If they last too long on there, I'm definitely just pulling some of these. Everybody, if you were here and you could hold the watches and look at them, I've had people go, I would have never picked this watch, but in person, this is amazing. I want this watch. I'm like, awesome. So that's why I try and do the videos too, to kind of help out a little bit, so you can go, okay, this is what I'm getting. Okay, it looks a little dark. Okay, now I can really see that pop in there. It just has to do with that glass. But so for me, a lot of these, I'm like, man, I don't know why someone's not picking this. And it could be for two reasons. One, maybe it's colors they don't like. Maybe it's a theme they don't like. Or they just don't know. They don't know that they like it. So that's why I try and do these videos, so that you do know. I do like this. This does pop. Looks awesome. As with everybody, you're going to get matching beads, entirely up to you, whether you wear those or not. Going to come in a BBW special edition box. They do not have Great White Shark boxes. This is dial number 1 like this. I do not have any other Great White Sharks. I do have a hammerhead that's circling an anchor. We'll work on that too. We'll get that built here sometime soon. It's going to come with watch clearance. It's good on all glass and metal parts. So this watch as a whole, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. Come with leather conditioner to keep this strap perfectly soft. If you ever feel that it's not as pliable as you like, let it soak in on the front and back, and wipe it off. This is more like boot rag, boot cloth kind of. How do you want to apply it? Don't apply it with your included microfiber. That's more along the lines for your watch cleaner. I still don't know what this blue stuff is. It comes in this package. So obviously this is perfectly fine. No blue. So I wonder if I wrote on one of those cards that I include, because it's like that picture paper, and then maybe I flipped it upside down on top of one of these things before I sent it out, and it just got on it, because there's no reason. I didn't draw on these things, and I don't keep the pen even near them. But when I do package stuff up, I do bring it over. See, I flipped it around. Now when I show it off, at least you won't see the blue. For the next builds, because I normally just keep a little stack of stuff over here, so they don't have to run off and grab stuff. But this build's going to you. Once again, thank you so much for your support. It will be available in the Waffle Tonight on my page, Brian Bailman Collection, at 7 p.m. Eastern. And for at least a weekend or two thereafter, if it is not picked. I only let them up there for so long before I realize your guys is not knowing what you're missing out on. But I realize it, and then I keep it. So once again, thank you so much for your support. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, so I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.